Hi, welcome to the CMIP studio here at NAB 2022. My name is Claire Plaisted, and today I'm joined by Guido Meardi, the CEO and co-founder of Vinova. Hi, welcome.
Thank you very much for hosting me. It's a pleasure to see you.
So tell me a bit about Vinova.
Vinova, we are a tech company focused on data compression, and we are the company behind two very relevant and promising data international coding standards, MPEG-5 LCEVC, low complexity enhancement video coding, and SMPTE-VC6.
Okay.
And MPEG-5 LCEVC in particular is the focus of what we are showing in this exhibition, because it's a standard that was published at the end of last year. It's starting to be adopted across the globe, and it's promising to do very, very interesting things. So we are presenting all of our partners and the things that are happening related to LCEVC.
Great. So how are you different from any of the other companies in this area?
Yeah, and in particular how LCEVC is different from the other codecs. We know that video is taking over the world, and it's increasing, and people want more quality, and they want to be more efficient, and also keep an eye on energy consumption and sustainability. New codecs allow to compress better, and compressing better is important. And there are several options between old codecs such as H.264, HEVC, and new upcoming codecs like AV1, VVC. And LCEVC, MPEG-5 LCEVC, is not yet another codec, but it's an enhancer. So it's quite unique in being the only coding standard that is not an alternative to other video codecs, but combines with any of them, making it more efficient, more sustainable, so in terms of energy efficiency, and also higher quality. So services can deploy better quality to their customers at lower costs and lower energy consumption. The other important things is that we are showing here how quick and fast it can be deployed at scale, because traditionally, in order to deploy a new codec, you need to wait for the entire ecosystem of devices to put it in hardware. This can take 5, 7, 8 years. With LCEVC, instead, deployment is so quick that with the standard finalized and published in November last year, we are already presenting the first deployments and at scale, and many more will follow in the next few months. And this is thanks to the low complexity, the LC of LCEVC, that allows LCEVC to be deployed also in software at very efficient power consumption and battery consumption. And so not only is it interesting, but it's also relatively easy to deploy at scale today, and we are showing many things related to that.
So you're showing all that on your stand?
Yes, we are showing in particular how it's easy to deploy it to mobile devices already today, Android, iOS. We are showing web deployments, and so how easy it is to deploy to any browser, even without plugin, using scripted decoding that is very efficient. We are showing how it's possible to send Ultra HD at pristine quality and very low bit rates to SoCs, in particular with Amlogic, a manufacturer of SoCs for TVs and set-top boxes. We are showing how chipsets have been enabled via software and can decode already today LCEVC. So, and we are showing with Harmonic, the encoder leaders that already equipped their transcoders. Their XOS series with LCEVC, how it's possible to do it, even with servers that traditionally would not be able to do Ultra HD due to power constraints.
Right.
And instead, thanks to LCEVC, they can actually do Ultra HD P60 at pristine quality and low bitrate. We are also showing something pretty cool, for which we won a Lumiere Award.
Yes.
From the Advanced Imaging Society of Hollywood, which I showed you earlier. It's a little bit like an Oscar, so pretty cool. And we won it for something pretty much going in the direction of the metaverse, for volumetric video and point cloud compression, which is a derivative technology of our LCC-related and VC6-related IP. We applied those techniques to point cloud compression of massive amounts of data, and we deployed volumetric photorealistic video for the first time, and customers liked it a lot. It's available on Steam Store, and it's already been purchased and experienced by thousands of people, and with very positive feedback. This opens the possibility to deploy new experiences at wowing qualities to consumers, and LCEVC is critical to make it happen even for people that don't have a gaming PC setup in their home, because the metaverse today can already happen if you have a headset, but you also need a gaming PC at home.
Right.
I don't know if you have it, but many people don't have it.
Yes, we
do. You do?
Yeah.
You've got, okay, it depends on what,
Yeah.
on your sons and daughters, I guess.
And husbands.
And husbands. Oh, okay, that's right. But it's like the market currently exists. It's millions of people.
Yeah.
It's about 5-6 million people, but it would be much larger if we can move that computation in the cloud and do cloud rendering to XR devices.
Mm-hmm.
And LCVC allows to do it, because otherwise the requirements for bandwidth to send a low latency stream in 4K stereoscopic high frame rate is too big. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't pass through fiber and Wi-Fi for most people. And we're showing how with LCVC, cloud rendering at high quality becomes a reality, opening up new possibilities for metaverse application. I know that it sounds very hypey right now, but in reality, it's actually stuff that has already been happening for a long time in gaming, and it's about using those same user interfaces also for serious things. And we are showing some applications of that. I definitely, considering that you're close to our booth, you should experience the volumetric video. And you will see that once you make it easy to deploy it at scale, why not? It's something that, shouldn't discuss that much. Is it happening or not? Of course it's happening, because it makes sense. And we've already demonstrated that there are people willing to pay money, even for a tech demo, I must say, which I was surprised about. I would have complained, but people were happy.
Yeah.
And so it was an experiment to show that people are willing to pay for these experiences. And so now we need content, and we're talking to partners about putting much more engaging content than the tech demo that deserved us this award.
So what can we expect to see from your company over the next 12 months?
Well, we're working very hard on ecosystem expansion for LCVC. Already at the booth, we are showing over 20 companies that adopted LCVC. And companies, I mean, not just end user services like, for instance, Visike, the American International Football streaming services, etc., but mostly vendors and ecosystem enablers like Harmonic or Amlogic chipsets, etc. We want to make sure that the entire ecosystem is equipped with LCVC, so that for service operators, using the standard becomes as easy as just using it without having to do much software integration on their side. It's already possible today to deploy. Today it requires very minor software integrations, and that's why there are already services deploying the technology. Our aim is in a few months or in a year or so, making sure that the little effort that is necessary today to deploy LCVC becomes essentially zero effort, and at that point it becomes a bit of a no-brainer to use the standard in combination with any codec that a service operator uses. So we are working very hard expanding the LCVC ecosystem, and we're very happy that we are in very good company with a lot of the companies that are in this show.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming into the studio and talking to me today.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure, and definitely don't miss the cool demo.
I look forward to it.
Thank you.